John is cleaning his gun. There's an undead in the stream in front of his house. He gets to it and kills it. He's just lying down alone with music turned on. He turns it off and gets up. Brushes teeth, plays a words game, and makes egg and tea for breakfast. He includes toffee as sugar in his tea. Gets outside, sits, takes a sip, and enjoys. Fills his water tank, plucks a grape, collects vegetables. At night, he plays a words game, watches a movie, gets up, gets to the stream. There's another undead. No, it's not an undead, it's a woman. He carries her and brings her to a bed. He checks her for any wounds. It's on her waist. It hurts. He bandages it, puts a blanket on her as she has fallen asleep, and leaves a toffee on the lamp on the table. In the morning when he gets home, she is not there. She is looking for keys. John tells her where they are. She sits inside. He tells her that reverse will not work since the transmission is jammed and it needs a new battery, which I'm still working on. He tells her that she needs rest and her bandage needs to be changed. He has a patching needle and gives it to her. She asks him to do it and guides him on how to do it. He is a little shy and does it. He makes fish soup for her, presents it to her, and tells her it fills the stomach. He tells her that he lives alone and tells her his name. He says, "You look like Laura, so can I call you that?" He used to work at Humbug Gulch where he used to teach shooting. He says he just used to do it for fun. Laura says when she gets fine, she'll go, as he says that as long as you want, you can stay. He makes a bed for her and asks, "What are you? A doctor? A nurse?" "I don't sleep, just an hour or two. Can't sleep. Didn't sleep for a longer time." She pushes the curtain and tries to fall asleep but can't, so gets up and checks on John. He's cleaning his revolver. It gets morning and he's still up. Gets outside and kills another undead. There's another in the water, kills it as well, and brings it to the ground. He tells Laura that there seems to be a problem there. It's Tuesday and he's gonna go to bring groceries and stuff. Laura insists on going with him. He offers her long boots, but she says hers are fine. They go on a rowing boat. She asks about what he used to do before all this. He tells her he was a police officer. She asks, "You used to like it, being a police officer?" He says, "Yeah, in the beginning." There's a vehicle in the water and undeads are falling from the bridge because of a broken fence. They get on the side, get on the ground, and get to a store. He tells her it's Bill's store, and he didn't see her even before it all started. She takes a bag and a cloth. He takes stuff to fix the fence. She takes surgical stuff and bandages. She asks if he likes movies. As he writes his name on the store's visitors list, she asks about his last name, Dory, similar to that of a fish, and he likes fishing. They need a ladder. Laura helps him. She says she's not going to stay for longer. There's an undead. She gets to kill it. At night, she can't sleep and removes the curtain. He's watching a movie. She just wants water. He lowers the volume. He asks her if they can mix her blackjacks, which she took from Bill's store. She says, "Okay." He falls asleep. She is looking at him. He opens his eyes. She says, "I lost my child," and gets to bed. Laura wants John to teach her fishing. They stand in the water. He guides her. She catches one. He teaches her how to clean it from inside. Cook it for dinner. Play words game together. Go fishing. She cleans it on her own now while he fills the tank. He cuts her patches since it's fine now, and there's just a scar. She says, "I think I'm ready." She puts a bandage over it. He gets outside and kills an undead. She says they can use one of Bill's vehicles to fix this problem. She starts it by wires. He sees she has a gun and takes it out and gets out. Both of them kill the entire group of undeads together and bring the Jeep just to the broken fence. An undead approaches him and gets very close to him. He kills it, but doesn't use a gun. At night, Laura says, "I have seen people getting sick after getting this close to them." She says, "You hesitate to use a gun." She asks, "Did somebody take your gun, or did you use it on someone?" He says, "It was an mistake, a thief looting a petrol pump. I fired at his leg, he had turned, and the bullet killed him." She asks, "That's why you started living here?" He says, "No, people had started seeing me as their hero." There's a herd of undeads at the bridge. They move the vehicle and start falling. John hears their noise and gets outside. There are so many now. He kills them while Laura runs to take a weapon and helps him. Many of them fall in the dig and make bridges for others. They surround Laura. She falls into the dig, and they fall over her. John kills them all in just a matter of seconds. Laura thanks him and says, "Whether you consider yourself a hero or not, I see you as a hero." He gives her his antique gun. While he watches TV, she comes with coffee and sits closer. He gets up and tries to leave. She asks, "What's happened?" He tells her that he loves her, but he doesn't want her to know this because she is gonna go, and he wants her to not go and stay here. He says, "If you're alive, this entire universe feels alive." She lovingly kisses him. When he gets up, removes the curtain, she's not here. Long boots are gone, she has gone. Morgan says, she wanted you. He says, you did right by not waiting and telling her. I was fooled to think I'd get a second chance. Morgan says, Alicia, Victor, Nick, and Lucy are alive and think only killing and surviving is left. But it's not like that. We are here and a part of this world. He gets up. John spins the revolver and puts it in safety.